I probably, okay, I'm live. Let me hold on, guys. Bear with me. I'm trying to go live on Instagram at the same time for the first time. And it's working. Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Jael, and I'm here to talk about Squad Up Summit. It's the recap. So I want to give you guys who weren't able to join or weren't able to attend this year some takeaways that I have from having an amazing experience at the event. Just because you couldn't come this year, it's okay. Make sure you sacrifice to be in the rooms like that where it's filled with great energy, lots of information, and people that you can absolutely build great relationships with and network with. We had so many great deals and opportunities come from just being at that event. So I think that it's only right that I share some great information with you from some of the guest speakers, and that if you guys in return could give me feedback about, the best takeaways that I've shared and what you want me to make full videos about. Now, I know you're probably wondering, where is our girl? Where is she at? That background is dope. Well, I'm at one of the properties that is going to be coming to the market soon. It's a very successful midterm rental that we're going to be pushing out to the public pretty soon. But if you are interested in learning more about it or getting a private tour before it hits the market, hit me up. I'll put all of my information into the description after I finish recording this video. This one is located in Clinton, Maryland. We're sad to let it go, but it's time, and we have to go ahead and move on to bigger opportunities in the commercial space. So let's get right to it. Squad Up Summit 2025, OMG. So first of all, I'm going to start with Cody Sanchez. And let me tell you guys right now, this video is not going to be perfect. Your girl is looking at her notes because I don't want to miss anything. So one of the big takeaways was, with a big enough why, we can overcome anyhow. Woo! Fire. Employment is more dangerous than entrepreneurship. Ooh, I know that's going to make some people mad. Did you hear what I said? Employment is more dangerous than entrepreneurship. With the times that people are experiencing with their job insecurity and job loss, this statement could not be more true, even though it hurts to hear. If you're thinking about jumping into entrepreneurship and you're currently still employed, I encourage you to get started now. The time is now, because you don't want to wait for something to happen to take that leap of faith and actually get out there and start being an entrepreneur. It's not as scary as you think, but it does take time, a plan, and dedication. So that's that. Surround yourself with people whose Tuesday looks like your dream day. What? Okay, I had to stop and think about that when I heard it. Whose Tuesday looks like your dream day. I'm giving you a moment of silence. Okay. Move quickly, faster than anyone else, because procrastination is the highest form of self-abuse. If you keep waiting to take an opportunity, you're going to miss every single one, because somebody is going to come and zoom in and snatch that opportunity because you didn't move quickly enough. I'm going to let that marinate. I'm going to let it marinate. I'm guilty of this, guys. I can overanalyze things and also not move quickly enough sometimes. But when we see an opportunity, make sure you analyze it. Make sure you do your due diligence. But as quickly as you can possibly move, and that comes with repetition and practice, you need to do so. So we're still on takeaways from Cody Sanchez. Okay. Choose the path that is harder with the bigger problem. That is what the 1% do. That is why they're the 1% and we're in the 99% at this time. But when we decide to take on problems that are way bigger than what we think we can achieve and we conquer them, how much confidence do you feel when you actually do the thing and you realize, oh my goodness, I figured it out. So take on bigger problems. All right. So I'm going to move on to another speaker, but those were some really, really dope takeaways from our girl, Cody Sanchez. Now, my mentor, Pace Morby. We talked about the housing market and how pre-foreclosures are at the highest rate that we've seen in such a long time. And there's so many ways that we can help people out of foreclosure. And Pace actually gave us a list of the top ways to gain revenue, as well as help people out of difficult situations. Number one, we can offer them cash. Number two, we can offer a creative solution. Number three, we can do innovation. Number four, we can lend to list. Number five, a loan mod. Number six, a short sale. Number seven, we can purchase it and use it as a buy and hold. Number eight, a lease option. Number nine, a wrap. Number 10, we can sell it as a note. And number 11, it can be a bankruptcy brilliance. And then 12 is surplus funds, something that we haven't dug into yet, but I am aware of what it is. Some people call it overages. Super cool strategy. Again, so many different ways to help people. Now, Pace said something else that was super important. Opportunity doesn't care what you look like. Usually I'm dressed up, I'm making sure that I'm presentable, but right now I'm out here going to properties, looking at things, making sure that everything is taken care of before bringing a house to the market and then going on to do the next thing. We don't always have to look like $1 million to feel like $1 million. And people that need our help usually don't care what we look like. They just want to know if we can help them. So don't wait until everything is perfect to reach out to someone that may need help. Don't wait till everything is perfect to jump out there and go do the job that needs to be done. Case in point. Okay? So people have a hard time releasing suffering because of the fear of something different. They rather remain in the suffering that's familiar. How many of us have experienced this? The fear of trying something new makes us stay in the pain that we're used to or accustomed to. That was a huge takeaway. And it really made me think about a lot of things. So we're still on Pace Morby. And he has a couple of segments that he did within Squad Up Summit. So that was just the first segment that I have notes on. Okay. We also had a great sub 2 student named Doran Levy that is in Owners Club that took the stage for the first time. And he had some really, really great quotes, and it was impactful. He said, I don't even know if I can say this on YouTube. I'm not going to say it, but it was a really, really good quote that a lot of people laughed at as well as resonated with. If you were there, you know exactly which quote I'm talking about. And again, he reiterated, it's always the who, not how. So every time that we're second guessing ourselves about how am I going to get this done? How am I going to get this done? We need to stop and say, who am I going to reach out to that can help me get this done? Who am I going to reach out to that is going to fast track my success? So that's a mindset shift. And I think it's really, really important. Doran also said, never run away from the pain. It also goes back to what Cody Sanchez was saying, that the top 1% take on the hard problems. So it means pretty much the same thing. Don't run away from the pain. Usually the pain leads to gain. Okay. So here's his hacks for being successful. Be unique, build great relationships and rapport, and look at your relationships like bank accounts, meaning deposit into others, give to others. When you deposit into your bank account, that bank account grows. So that's the same thing that you should do to your relationship. Instead of making deposits all the time, you want to make sure that you're giving. That was a great analogy. You guys, let me know what you think. Please make sure you're keeping note of the topics that you find interesting or that you think I should make videos on to elaborate on. I don't want to just make videos that I think are cool. I need feedback from you guys. Okay, so how many people have heard of Tim's story? At Squad Up Summit 2025, that was my first time ever hearing Tim's story on stage, and he tore the house down. It was, the energy in the room was inexplainable. It was crazy. You could feel the joy and everybody just clapping and laughing and having a great time with Tim. He said, you need to break through so someone else can break out. Without people breaking through and making that change in their life to help other people, that person may not ever have a chance to break out. So the action of you can cause a reaction from someone else. That's pretty deep. This was my favorite one. He said, why is nothing going right for you? It's because you're not in alignment with your assignment. We have to be in alignment with our assignment, meaning we need to walk in our purpose. We need to figure out what our purpose is so that it's fun to get up every day. We're joyful when we're doing the thing that's helping so many people out there because we're within our purpose. People who are walking within their purpose, you can tell. They are impacting lives. They are joyous every day. They are happy. They're excited about what they're doing. So I love that. Be in alignment with our assignment. He also said, your mindset is yours to set. We can determine how we feel every day. I'm a moody person, guys. So I've had experiences where I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling my best today. But now I know that I can change that feeling. Listen to something inspirational. Work out in the morning and get your endorphins pumping. Make sure that you are feeding your brain with things that make you feel good and not things that bring you down. So your mindset is yours to set. And he also said, your mindset creates your mood set. That was for me. All right. And we're going to keep on moving. Now we have Jerry Norton, one of Pace and Jamil's dear friends that is absolutely an exceptional real estate guru, wholesaler, great videos on YouTube. I'm still learning from Jerry Norton. And he said, creating your dream life takes intention. We can't create our dream life on accident, y'all. It doesn't happen by accident. So I thought that was really, really powerful. And just to stop and think like, okay, every day I need to be moving in intention. Every day we all should be moving in intention. He also said, money is a tool. However, freedom is the goal. So many times we get focused on a dollar amount and what we want and how much money we need. But really, the money isn't our end goal. It's time with our family. It's being able to buy the things that we want, to travel the world, to take vacations, whatever it may be for you. But don't get stuck on money. Think about the freedom that money can bring, because that's what we're all in it for. He said it takes guts and it takes courage. So take imperfect action. It's better than perfect inaction. Wow. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis is basically what he's saying. Do it, fail, learn, and do it again and do it better. Instead of being stuck, just trying to see if you should even start. Jerry's wisdom on how to build a thriving business. He said, get all the meat off the bone. Keep the home run deals, wholesale the rest. Become a cheesecake factory. You know, the cheesecake factory menu has a lot of options. He said, know how to do all of the strategies so that you don't have to let go of deals just because you don't know. And again, it's the who, not the how. Find someone who knows the strategy and let them help you with the deal. Have a servant heart. Go above and beyond for people. Be willing to do things that other people won't do. That's how you win great deals. That's how you get great relationships. And that's how you build a referral-based business, by having a servant heart. People can tell if you're really there for them, if you really care. Dean Grazioso was also great. He made us make a chart, and it had to include our non-negotiables. Things that we have to do every day that we can't live without, like spending time with your family. That's a non-negotiable for your girl. What kind of things in our business can we automate? That was a different segment of our chart. What are the things that we're doing that we know an AI or CRM could be doing for us to buy our time back so we can spend more time with our family and travel the world? What things could we be delegating? Laundry, cleaning, marketing. And what things could you eliminate that would make your life significantly better? I know I can think of a few. I'm not going to share them though. He also said, audit your inner circle. Solve bigger problems. It's on me. It's not on anyone else. Always say, what could I have done better? Who is steering your ship? Make sure that you're in control of where you're going and the destination. Care more. And be bold. Super good. Super good. He also said the majority of Fortune 500 companies start in a down market. So although there are a lot of people facing hardships right now, it's up to us to help them out of it. Because right now, even though there's a lot of loss, there's also a lot of opportunity. And those people that are experiencing loss, we should be able to show them the other side, which is the opportunity in it. Focus on the fix. Be obsessively focused on solutions. I will persist until I succeed, and commit over convenience. Commit over convenience. Don't do the easy thing. Say that I'm going to do it and I'm going to get it done no matter what it takes because I committed to it. And I'm going to keep my commitment. Your word is your bond, and that's your reputation. I love it. Okay. Then we had Pace go over some State of the Union things. And he said, your vibe attracts your tribe. Look around at your friends and we can look at ourselves. Look around at your energy and you'll see who you're attracting, who's in your circle, who wants to be around you, who's thriving because of you. Your vibe creates your tribe. That's 100% facts. Now, I'm going to end it with David Goggins, okay? It was an absolutely amazing segment. Pace actually interviewed David, and instead of David just getting up there to speak, he asked him very targeted questions that were great for entrepreneurs, business, and just life in general. And David said, I always knew I'd be somebody. And he said, do you ever feel like this, but fear the work that it will take to become that person you know you can be? I could say I felt like that. Knowing how many obstacles you're going to have to overcome and how many things you're going to have to do to truly reach greatness, it can be scary. But what's the alternative? He said, don't wait until you die or on your deathbed to assess what you've brought to the world. Do a live autopsy. Be brutally honest with yourself and go deep within. Have a belief system. Don't wait to find purpose to start training now. You need to be ready when purpose finds you. He said, work your butt off for something. Someone wants what you have right now, even though you may not appreciate what you have at this moment. Make sure you're upgrading yourself every single day. And my biggest takeaway of the entire summit, which really made me think and meditate, was, which choice will I make? Will I live in my greatness or will I live in my comfort zone? Woo! Bam! Which choice will you make? I mean, honestly, when you hear the question, it's obvious. You have to live in your greatness. He said, because all you're going to do is force yourself to struggle through instead of doing the hard things now and enjoying the rest. That was so deep. So I choose to live in my greatness, and I want each and every one of you all to hold me accountable to that. I hope you found some value in this video, and please make sure you comment and let me know which topics, which quotes stood out to you the most. I hope I see you at Squad Up Summit 2026. Because every single time I go, it's better and better. And I learn more and more. I meet more and more great people that have the same similar mindset. Remember, your vibe creates your tribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.